break it all down. The Vault Studio, the best show in town. Best show in town, best show in town. Lights on, mic check, game time, let's go. Jay George, Scotty running the show. Rock on the mix, keeping it tight. NFL talk every day, every night.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Vault Studio live show, your Week 17 preview. And we are down to the nuts and bolts of the season. I'm already getting that sad feeling, that Sunday night feeling that the NFL season is going to be over soon and we have to wait for it. But, you know, that's life. Everything comes to an end.
It's a bit bittersweet because, yeah, the season's ending, but it's so close and it's so open that I'm just excited to see what happens, man.
Yeah, I know. And then it'll all be over. It'll be over. That's Big Spanner Copper on the couch as usual. And also Big Scotty over there, Quadzilla. On the right side of the casting couch, and we're joined as always, Big Tommy on the ones and twos. How are you, Tomo?
Going well.
Then the job done. Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you had a great day. I hope Santa came and bought you lots of presents. And if you didn't, then what do you must have been bad. Must have been naughty
boys.
Tough shit.
Yeah, I know that George wouldn't have got any presents because you've been naughty boy.
That's when I do my best work, bro. I just give the people what they want, man. All right.
That's fair. And we had 3 games on Christmas Day, which was good. I don't know if the games weren't good.
Having games on Christmas Day was good. The games themselves were not that good, but we're still going to talk about them because that's what we fucking do.
We definitely do. Should we start with we'll start with our sponsor, the Sporting Globe, Chirnside Park. They'll be in a real busy period at the moment with the cricket on and obviously the NFL and on holidays. So they'll have
not with the cricket anymore.
The cricket's over. Hey, well done to England. You know, well done to you guys.
Their first game won on Australian soil since 2010.
I know. And didn't they celebrate it like they just won a Super Bowl? It was, you know what? I guess perspective's everything. Some people's Super Bowls are different things, you know?
Good for them, man.
Yeah, good for them. But yeah, Sporting Globe Chirnside Park. Make sure you head in there, have a meal, have a drink. And if you do, download the app, use the app because you're actually crazy if you don't use the app, just generally if you don't use it. And change the sponsorship information to the Vault Studio NFL podcast. And then that goes to helping the studio continue to grow. Pretty simple.
And buy Super Bowl tickets.
Yes, definitely buy Super Bowl tickets. They are live at any venue, preferably Chirnside Park if you're in the area. But if it's not the closest to you, every single Sporting Globe venue will have a Super Bowl party that opens from, I think, 8 a.m.
Yep.
So you can get in early, have a couple of drinks before the game, and then absolutely enjoy the day. And I need to – actually, I'll wait because I don't know if they're watching. I have to give a shout out to my kids when they're watching. So I'll wait for that. They are cute. Little bundles of joy.
Speaking of cute things that are watching, Lockie Kemp's already come off the run up.
He's ready for the Bills Eagles, which, Lockie, hold fire. We'll talk about it soon.
Well, he's already said he'd leave his wife for Josh Allen, and he wants to fire McDermott and hire Stefanski.
Stefanski,
I think McDermott's bought himself enough time. They've had a pretty good year still.
He's been saying fire McDermott every week.
They're probably going to be a 14-win 5 seed.
Yeah,
like it doesn't happen or 13-win 5 seed. It doesn't happen very often. Who would? It's not their fault. The Patriots got the easiest schedule in the history of football.
All things will even out.
They will. Let's talk to some things evening out on Christmas Day in America, Boxing Day here. The Dallas Cowboys got the win, 30-23. Over the Washington Commanders. I was about to call them something else then.
Call them Redskins.
Call them the Washington Redskins.
I still call them Redskins.
So they got the good win. Prescott, I thought, played outstanding again. It's a real shame they're not going to be a playoff team, just purely for him, because they've got, I think Williams went over 1,200 yards in this game and then got injured, didn't play the rest of the game. And they have 2,000-yard receivers, a tight end that's going to end with probably 100 catches when the season's all said and done, or pretty close to it. He's on 88 now. So probably not 100, but close. And a quarterback that's going to go pretty close to 5,000 yards when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
And scoring, 32 points a game, which is second in the NFL, I believe. So all that being said, to not be a playoff team, you'd be pretty flat.
And not even close, really.
Yeah.
They're like 4 games off being a playoff team.
They're nowhere near. In the NFC, they're nowhere near.
Yeah.
Like maybe if they were in the NFC South, that would be their only chance. But they really haven't got close. But as I said it on the podcast on Tuesday, I wanted them to win this game. Division games are important. I don't care. If you're a fan that cares about your draft position and that sort of stuff, you follow a loser team and your team will probably always be losers, because any teams that just start tanking for draft picks, which we're going to talk about a bit later, It's an absolute loser mentality, and I think it does more damage to your building than it does good. So I think that's I think that's bad. So the Cowboys got the win. They've swept Washington this year. What an awful year for Washington, honestly.
Yep.
Like it couldn't have really gone any worse. Your quarterback's barely played. Your team sucks even when he did. Like he was 0-5, I think 1-5 this year.
They didn't look good.
That 8 primetime games, they haven't won any of them. It's a record for primetime games for them.
And they've definitely crashed back down to earth.
Yeah. Oh, quickly, my old man's and he's put the kids to bed. Shout out to my beautiful daughters, Georgie and Izzy. Hopefully you're being good. Go to bed like good girls.
Yeah.
Love you, and I will see you in the morning. Thanks, you legends.
How cool's that?
Shout out to the girls.
And shout out to us for picking that Washington were going to be dog shit 10 months ago.
It's
receipts, baby.
Do you want to know why I think we're all so happy about it? Is because it's probably it's very rarely we are all just singing the exact same tune.
We almost never agree on anything.
No,
and early.
And
we
early.
can't agree on anything, actually.
That's what I mean. Like we constantly disagree, which is terrific. Like you don't want to always agree. It'll be a pretty fucking boring podcast, quietly. And we were all so steadfast that they were a soft schedule merchant. They didn't have the pieces. Yeah, and then the moves they made on old players that weren't even performing. Like Samuel hasn't had a good year for 3. This is his 3rd crap year now.
He had a good game this game, though.
He was fine. He was open a bit. He ran through a couple of defenders. But I've said this once and I'll say it again. I do not take any merit on what any offense does against the Dallas Cowboys. You should score 35 on them every single week because they are atrocious. They cannot generate pressure. They cannot cover. It is the ultimate. They're an Achilles heel to themselves defensively. So Eberflus is a fucking terrible defensive coordinator. He will be out of the building next year, no doubt about it.
Oh, he'd have to be. Yeah,
they'd be mad if they stuck with him.
He'd have to be.
Like his whole scheme of for the first 5 weeks when he realized he didn't have a pass rush, fair enough. It took him some time to work it out. Then they got Quinnen Williams and they got a little bit of pass rush for a couple of weeks, and it was like he was saved almost. Like, see, I can do it. But you can't consistently do it with one guy.
And especially an inside nose tackle. Exactly. It's so hard. I know it's the shortest path of the quarterback, but it's also the hardest to beat 2 guards and a center. And then if there's no containing, the quarterback can just outrun you so quickly. So
especially if there's no one else on the line. It's so easy to double an inside guy. So, and he's not like a prime Aaron Donald who you just can't double. Like there's not many guys like that. So yeah, I think Eberflus is done. You know, I said I was happy the Cowboys won. I want them to win out the season. I want them to win next week over the Giants and sweep them too.
I've said this before about just to put a button on the Cowboys. I mean, Washington sucks. They got to clean house completely. Yep. Every move they've made absolutely stunk this year, and they need to just throw everything away and restart, and including probably firing Dan Quinn. Dallas are actually not that far away from being a good team, from being a playoff team.
I reckon they're a mediocre defense.
I reckon they're like 3 or 4 good players on defense away. That's it.
Yep.
So
fair enough. All right.
Yeah, I'd be hopeful if I was a Dallas fan.
Yep. Next game on the agenda.
Can I just make a point with the Dallas Cowboys?
Of course you can, Tom.
In their history, this is their 3rd worst defensive outing as a team ever.
In this game?
No.
This year.
This season is
I can remember their first worst. It was like 2016 or something. It was
2010.
2010, that's
and
right.
Second worst was last year.
Wow.
Trending in the right direction. 3 in a row.
Well, you've always got a chance, I guess. It can't get any worse, or can it? That's what the Bengals fans have been saying, and it got worse.
Speaking of worse.
Speaking of strong defenses, the Minnesota Vikings starting. What's the quarterback's name? I should get his name.
Brosman.
Brosma.
Max Brosma.
Before you say anything about Brosma, Brian Flores won this game.
Oh, unreal.
Oh, you're saying that the guy that threw 9 for 16 for 51 yards didn't win in the game?
He had a net passing. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what
he had 65 yards. Oh, no, that's rushing. My bad.
No, he only had 16 yards rushing.
Yeah.
He had a net positive of 5 yards.
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw today.
Yeah.
Brian Flores won.
That's
this
hard
game
to do in a full game
with his pressure packages, his coverages, his hot. As I said pre-show, that was his business card, his resume, his job interview for head coaching job next year.
And also generated 6 turnovers on the Lions.
Yep.
Like they literally had this game at any time they wanted it. They could have won this game, and they just could not get it done.
That's a sweep.
Yeah, they've swept them this year. The Packers have swept them this year.
Yep.
And they've gone 1-1 with the Bears. Well, they play the Bears next week. They play the Bears last week. Sorry. So they could very well
be swept in the division.
No, they beat the Bears week 2. They pummeled them week 2.
That's right.
And this is not the same line, Sam. You know what? I think I said last week, like if they've got a chance to spoil the Bears, they will try. I don't think they can.
No, they can't.
I don't
No.
think they have the cats to do it.
No,
They've got
they're
too many injuries, and I think they're just sunk, man.
This year they are. I think they're done. Well, they're definitely done. They're mathematically
This is
gone.
a-
They're eliminated.
This is a massive fall from grace, and I'm attributing it to two things. One, the injuries.
Yeah.
Because and you can't use it as an excuse in the NFL, but it is a reason.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
when you haven't got your best players playing,
Yep.
there's obviously going to be a dip in the performance.
Very fair.
Two, losing Ben Johnson.
Yep.
They're going to rue that for the next three to 4 years.
no, not really.
In
Because they're still the
fairness-
number one ranked offense in the
Yeah,
league.
they're still such a good offense.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fine. But they're losing games, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not losing games because they can't score.
This game they did.
I've got some stats.
But
here.
not like for the whole season.
No,
I
not
mean,
for the
like,
whole season.
Yeah.
You can't let, because in my opinion, Ben Johnson is the next offensive genius of this
Yeah.
league, in my
Yep.
opinion. And you can't let geniuses walk out the door.
Yeah, but they can't
Can't.
stop him.
So what do you do though?
Yeah,
Fire
I
Dan
don't know what you
Campbell?
do. I don't know what you do, but that's why I don't work in the NFL.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But you got to do something.
Yeah.
You got to tell him, like, we'll just make him the highest paid OC.
Yeah, but once if he wants to be head
I
coach.
think he already was. The
Yeah.
highest paid OC. I'm fairly sure he was.
Okay, fine, whatever. My point is, you can't let him leave. This record, this stat that I'm about to give you, will tell you everything you need to know.
All right.
Dan Campbell's record with Ben Johnson as OC is 36-15. His record without Ben Johnson as OC is 11-21-1.
Yeah, that's a very fair stat. In fairness, his first year, they were one of the worst teams in football. Like
Yeah.
they were horrendous.
Fine.
I look at like,
They were
Dan-
like a 6-10 team or something. It was
Yeah.
a 6-11
You
team.
cannot discount the Ben Johnson effect
oh,
because
absolutely not.
they're going to be fourth in the division.
Yep.
Without him,
Mhm.
and the Bears, who basically stunk last year for the majority of the year,
Yep.
are still playing for the 1 seed.
Yeah, correct. They'll potentially get it too.
They're playing for the 1 seed, and the Lions they were eliminated last week, but now they're officially eliminated. Line through them.
Well, you know,
I don't think it's all Ben Johnson.
no,
Well,
it's not all Ben Johnson.
It's not.
Like I disagree. I think it is all Ben Johnson.
No, because
if-
look at their offensive stats. They're still,
Because
look,
if
I
he
think
was
they're
there
the
this
third
year-
best offense on every stat.
if he was there this year, they would have won more games.
I think there's also
The play calling is too stale, too predictable.
Yep.
On offense, and there's no they're still putting up numbers in there, but there's no like, what am I trying to say? There's no juice. There's none of that creativity, that like explosiveness like there was last year. It's
Yeah,
although
they don't have the O line this year.
On paper, it looks the same, but it's not. When you actually watch the games, it's really, really noticeable.
in
Yep.
fairness, though, I don't think Detroit it's going to take that much to turn it back around next year.
See, that's where I disagree too, because I'm. What am I trying to say here? The problem is that Goff, that for a team to like go from really having a really shit year to bouncing right back soon, you need to have a superhero quarterback.
Well, that's
And
leading
Goff's-
into a question from
And
Lockie.
Goff's not a superhero.
Yeah,
He-
it's a good question.
He's
from
just a
Lockie.
dude.
He wants to know, when do the Lions move on from Goff?
They don't, because I don't. There's
He
no
can't
better
get anyone
option.
better.
Yeah, there's no better option in the next year or so, because they actually like, maybe if a quarterback they like falls them in the draft this year, because they're going to be drafting earlier than what they probably thought. Maybe
Yeah,
they
it's
nab
not
one.
It's- there might only be one quarterback going in the first round.
Yeah,
like it's not the.
And in fairness to Goff, he's thrown for over 4,000 yards this year. Like he's productive as all hell. He just has these really bad games, and it tends to be against good defenses that he struggles a bit. Like these guys have beaten up on some crappy teams. They've scored 250 or 48s and 51 points this year against crap teams, which really pumps your numbers up, right? But
They were also doing that. Like they had a streak of like 4 games where
last year they were doing the same.
they beat up on 4 really bad teams.
And the division sucked. I think this is the matter of all of a sudden the Vikings aren't that bad. They're not great. They're like the Vikings are a quarterback away from being a contender again, and
I don't think so.
They are
Contender.
kicking themselves. They let Sam Darnold leave that building. I hope they're as pissed off as I am, because it is an awful
I'm not.
one of the. Yeah, I guess you shouldn't be, and Seattle fans shouldn't be, but that's one of the worst GM decisions in the history of football, to let a quarterback walk out your door for $35 million for 3 years. It's nothing in the scheme of quarterback pay, and to let him walk out your door to back a first round pick that is awful. He's awful, and they should have known that before he got hurt last
Oh, they
year.
definitely should have. Yeah.
And that's their fault. You can take that risk. The bottom line is you keep him in the building and you go to JJ, sorry, mate. Like this guy's just, he's just blown the doors off here. What do you want us to do?
Further add to that, the bit I don't understand is how us three bozos in your basement can work out that he's going to be no good at NFL level and
Because
get people in the building. Is it just because they're too close to it, or
No,
they're married to the
because
pig, or what is it?
they went down the track of, well, if JJ is 75% of the quarterback on such less money, we can fortify the O-line around him, the D-line. We can be a stronger team with a lesser quarterback, and then that will eliminate the discrepancy between the two quarterbacks, and we'll be a better team. But that hasn't worked, and it rarely works because talent's talent. Like
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
like you still got to be able to like play the position, though. Like, and he just can't. That's the
No,
point
he
I'm
can't,
making. He
yeah.
just can't play the position.
Like I said, it's all riding on that next year again. Like Kevin O'Connell could lose his job next year.
No. They're not rolling with McCarthy again. They're making calls this offseason. They're making a change of quarterback.
I hope they bring in Rodgers.
No, Rodgers is going again in Pittsburgh.
Hey, what if Minnesota club and go, mate, we should have got you in last year. That's on us. Come on. Here's
No,
what
I
he
don't
wants
think
to do. He wants to go to Minnesota.
because he can win a Super Bowl in Minnesota.
Yeah.
He can't win one in
He's pretty happy
Steelers.
there in Pittsburgh, man.
We'll find out. It is Aaron Rodgers.
I said it
He's
pre-show.
tricked us all before.
They're making calls to San Fran about making.
I guess it comes
Well,
down
they
to what
should.
his imaginary girlfriend wants to do.
He's imaginary wife.
Yeah.
Keep his imaginary wife's name out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which no
right.
one knows who it is.
Yeah.
Because she's imaginary.
Just before we move on,
Yep.
answer your question. The highest paid OC last year was Callum Moore.
yeah.
Philly.
But trivia question: who's the highest paid OC this year?
Josh McDaniels.
No, I'll give you a hint. He's been fired.
Oh, Chip Kelly.
$6 million.
Yeah, I actually remember that now.
it was
Yeah.
Chip Kelly. Yeah, I remember that.
Wowza.
Old
Chip.
But just
Still
just
getting
before
before
we
off his 2 years in Oregon.
just before we jump across,
Yeah.
Scotch Ditchman wants to wish us all Merry Christmas and go Broncos.
On your
Oh,
Scotty.
shout out.
Hey, Scotty,
bro.
I love you to death, mate. Stop being a GV cuck, all right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Big dog. But thanks
Hayden-
for the shout out.
Hayden Ellis wants the Panthers to get up in 2025.
Yeah, good luck this week.
And another comment from Brent, which we might go over a bit later, but he reckons Quinn Ewers is going to throw for 400
Oh, of course
yards
he
and 4
does.
tutties this week.
Yeah.
Brett
I like-
2.0.
I like the positivity. But I'm not sure about that.
If
If Quinn Ewers,
no,
Yeah.
I was gonna say if Rodgers gets back to Minnesota, the jokes of the Favre comparisons is just unreal. Like
Yeah, I'm not
Packers,
sure about
Jets, there's a stop off in
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, and then back to Minnesota. It's outstanding.
that. My final word on this game. I think you can officially shut it.
The Lions, what?
The Lions
Nah.
Super Bowl window.
no.
Shut.
I want to see next year. I'm not far off agreeing with you, but I think they make a few
They'll
good
get
moves
Branch
next year.
back. They'll get Joseph back.
Get an OC, get a good
Yeah.
OC, go out and find the next young guy from college or something like that.
Mhm.
And Dan Campbell, I think he can find talent. I think he can do
They're
it. Again.
their two starting safeties are borderline all pro guys, and they're not playing.
Yeah. And they're also incredibly young.
Yeah, or their whole team is. Yeah,
Yeah, they're still-
I
and
still think they're going to be really.
And they'll
good.
get Laporta back.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jamison
Hey,
Williams is tied
I'll
up.
happily be wrong.
Yeah. You're like,
I'll happily be wrong. I love Detroit.
Gibbs
I love
is still on his
Campbell.
rookie contracts.
yeah. I think next year, if this happens again next year, I'm with you. But also, I think we'll know pretty early next year because they've got some contracts to sign next year,
Yeah.
and they will need to get it right
Yeah.
pretty quickly and get some good contracts under their belt.
Hey, the Chiefs lost another game. Let's talk about it.
Oh, can we just say Denver were weak as piss in this game? They looked so uninterested in playing football.
They did look uninterested.
I think they knew they were going to win
Yeah,
no matter
they were
what.
just like, whatever. We'll just go through the motions. We're
But
playing the
they-
third stringers. Who cares?
They barely looked like they were trying. And do you know what? Momentum means a lot this time of year.
Yeah,
And it said they won. That's all that matters at this point. They got the win. They've swept the Chiefs
they
this
got
year.
smoked a little bit last week as well against
Yeah.
the Jags.
Jags
Yeah.
smoked them last
Yeah.
week.
Jags
Not a
and
little
They
bit.
got to finish the year with the Chargers. So
So I'm saying they're not playing. This is where
I
like,
don't think they're a contender.
no, they had a good win over the Packers, wasn't it?
Yeah, they
couple
did have
weeks
a good
ago?
win against
Yeah,
Packers.
that's about again. We talk about big
In
wins.
fairness, though, that was the game that Parsons did his ACL, and I think they were up when he did his ACL.
He was. They
were up by 4 points.
He definitely was.
Yeah.
And it was a good game. It was a close game. And we can,
It was
we
a
can
good
talk
game.
Packers later.
Yeah.
They're in just as bad a rut. And in a tough spot too. But I thought I this is gonna sound crazy, but the young quarterback, he made some good plays.
Who?
For the Chiefs. I can't say his name.
Oladokin.
Oladokin. He was not good by any stretch. Don't get me wrong. But there was a couple of plays where I was like, yeah, he's better than Minshew.
He's better.
Oh, yeah. I think Minshew's more of like the.
Congratulations.
Yeah, he's earned himself a backup role.
Yeah.
Like, by no means was he good, but against Denver's defense, which is a tough defense,
Yeah.
and they were pretty hard. They were pretty hard on him. He was okay. He got a touchdown. He was all right. He kept them in the game. He didn't throw it away. But yeah, the Chiefs. This is just a nightmare end to a pretty nightmare season, and hopefully Mahomes is good to go next year for him early, because if they don't have him back, they're in real trouble.
Yeah, I they're obviously just tanking to get a pick and reload. So that is what it is.
Yeah.
Can't say much about it. I think the Broncos, if they really wanted to stamp their authority on the conference, needed to come out and smoke them by 3 scores, and they didn't.
No, they looked uninterested.
So
So,
it's just, very lackadaisical. Like you said, they knew they were going to win, so it's kind of like, whatever.
and what you don't
But
want to
it's
do
a
that is
division
against
game,
the Chargers next week. You don't want to do that because they will
Nah,
punch you. In
that's the other
mouth.
point.
Well,
I was
they'll
gonna
muddy up a game.
Yeah,
I think they were almost looking
Potentially.
past the Chiefs game
Potentially.
to the Chargers game, maybe just a little bit too much.
Yeah, potentially. That happens as well. That's
happens.
human
They're
nature. You
human
can't do
beings.
much about
exactly.
and they got the win in the end, which is all that matters
got
when
the
it's
win.
all said and done.
And that game next week against the Chargers is a very important game, because if the Chargers win this week, which I'm anticipating they will, that game will be for the division.
that. It will be.
Can
Yep.
you imagine the Chargers with all their injuries? Can I ask you guys a question?
Mm.
If the Chargers win this week and go and beat Denver next week, is Herbert the MVP?
Nah, Stafford is.
Because in the epitome of what the MVP, most valuable player, if you took any player off their team this year and it would have the most detriment to the team, it's Justin Herbert.
How many wins? That'll be 13 wins. Yeah, look,
He
got enough wins.
He has been their savior this year.
Yeah, but
definitely
he's
has.
also, if you go through game to game to game, he's had some
That's what I'm saying, like,
downs and ups and downs where Stafford's just been
Good all year.
stomping on people.
So I mean,
all
but I'm just saying, if they win the next 2 games and maybe Stafford's the 5 or 6 seed because he
Yeah.
loses a couple, he could steal it. The momentum's everything late in the season. He could get the voters on side. by the
What
end of
are
the
his
year.
odds?
Yeah, I was just going, no, don't tell him his odds. He's going to bet it. We've only got one bet we're riding. All right. All right. Let's
Talk about
go.
that game.
Scott just wanted to say Sutton dropped 3 easy catches in the game as well.
Yeah, they just looked a bit out of
Yeah.
whack. I think they're still fine. Like, don't get me wrong. They won the game, and then late in the game they turned it on and did what they had to do. Like, but
yeah.
I didn't think they were ever going to lose. Or I just thought they'd really.
No, they didn't
sort
look
them out.
like losing, but a division game, an easy game, you should have stomped them and then just.
I told you, bro. They're looking ahead to. Next
I
week's
believe
division
so
game.
as well. I
That's
believe
all
so.
it is. They're looking. They're like, this is an easy division game.
Also,
this game. Next week's division.
Justin
game
Herbert's
counts.
$101 to win
Wow.
MVP.
Cheeky hundo.
All I'm saying.
Nah, I think it's Stafford.
Josh Allen's
$20.
$26.
Well, yeah.
I don't think he's going to win it. He's
But
If Allen steals the division somehow, I know it's tough.
Nah.
They'd have to lose 2 and win both. But
Well, the Jets actually can't. Like the Jets cannot play football.
that's true. The Patriots will not lose to the Jets.
yeah, they're
No.
gonna smoke.
Just
I
before we
reckon.
put a button on the Christmas games,
Mm.
what do you reckon the NFL and Netflix are going to do next year to make sure this doesn't happen again?
Well, the games were fine. If you saw these Christmas games, at
But
the
I don't
start
think
of the
they'll
year.
want the.
They were still like the most watched live thing ever on Netflix.
No, Beyonce
actually,
was last year.
Beyonce and then the Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua fight.
No, but I think they'll
was so
double
good.
down with the entertainment next year. Like,
We'll play it a week later and let them don't do a Christmas Day game. Get a primetime game in week 17 where they can flex it. So don't do Christmas Day because they're set from the start of the year and you can't flex them. Play a game that's flexible so you guarantee to get an important game. So if you need to, do week 17 and 18 and have the flex.
The theory of the
You
Christmas
can't
Day
flex
games
them.
is sound.
Well, you also can't get the primetime games because they're devoted to the actual network.
They're the network games.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
The theory on the Christmas Day games is sound. The problem is that you can't account for injuries.
No, that's right.
So that's the problem.
Yes.
And also, stop encroaching on the NBA's day. They don't have many days, all right?
Fuck the NBA. No one even watches the regular season anymore, man.
Yeah, they do.
There's like 18 people that watch it, and you're one of them.
Yeah.
All right? Chill out.
And
I'll take those odds.
Football dominates. Football dominates everything. And
Yeah, but
all
we
know it.
don't need football every single day.
What
Like,
the fuck we don't.
What
Yes,
the
we do.
no.
You swallow those words
No,
immediately.
because it dilutes a product. Like, look at the shit we're getting.
Yeah, but if Mahomes is playing, and not fucking a Lotticon, that game suddenly becomes
No, but
the most watched
what
game
I'm
in
saying
history.
is like you have a Monday game and then you have like 3 Thursday games and then you got a Saturday game, a Sunday game, another Monday game. Like it dilutes it because it's just like all the time.
Nah, see, I disagree. I think it's fucking awesome.
All of it, all the football, every
I
day.
think it's awesome.
I want them to go to a 7-day schedule.
If I had
somehow.
my way, there'd be
Nah.
2 days with no football. That's it.
There'd be no days with football if I had my.
Nah, you got to give them a rest.
No, we do not.
All right, Jerry.
I was hoping someone would say.
Whip them while you're at it. Scotty, Tommy, what do you got?
We're going to jump into our playoff picture because we're getting to the nitty gritty
Love it.
of the season. We want to jump in and have a look at how all the teams are looking. So the AFC playoff picture is up on the screen now, and you boys can see it there as well. So you're
It's set, isn't it?
it's pretty much set.
I think the 7 are in.
AFC North is the only one that's not got a division clinched, a playoff berth clinched. But
Okay.
the
They're pretty
Steelers,
much clinched. I
the
don't think
Steelers are
Ravens-
pretty much there. They're at 91%. The Ravens are the rest of the 9%. So, yeah, I think this is what the playoffs are going to look like in the AFC. With the games that are ahead, there is a little bit of movement that can happen, as George was saying, with the Chargers and that sort of thing. But I don't think seeding wise it's going to be all that different. And if you roll across into the NFC, this is a lot
Texans
more.
and Jags can flip as well.
Yeah, that's true.
But like, the 7 teams are set unless the Ravens get a miracle. I don't know how.
Nah,
I don't think they
see
can
them.
win the next 2 games personally.
I can't see him winning. Oh,
And-
both. Yeah.
And Lamar's still questionable. So
Yeah, I've heard he's not playing this week.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
massive.
they're putting him on ice because they're going to trade him. We'll get to that.
But NFC picture pretty much looks set as well. Tampa Bay's the only team outside of the 7 that has a chance.
Yep.
And they've got a higher chance than the Panthers, who are currently in the 4 seed. So
Yeah, that'll be the week. Yeah, the week 18 game will decide that.
so that'll probably be the biggest.
Well, it's because they got Miami.
Yeah, basically what the percentage is saying is the Bucks won't lose to Quinn Ewers and the Dolphins, and then
Yeah.
it will come down to that last week, and then
And then it's at Tampa Bay.
and
So-
I'm tipping Tampa would get. I don't know how the maths work, but I'm saying like tipping. If you won the division last year, you get a little bump. It's at home, you get a little bump.
Well,
Yeah,
it would just come down to the division at home. So they'll just
Yeah.
pick the home team.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I think that's all it is. Eagles are the only team in the league that have clinched a division.
Scroll up so I can just see the top of the NFC playoffs because this is where it's the interesting part. So the Seahawks are the 1 seed at the moment. The Bears, if the Bears win and the Seahawks lose to the Panthers, the Bears will jump them and be the 1 seed.
Yep.
The Eagles can't get to the 1 seed. They can only get to the 2 seed.
Yep.
And the Niners and Rams could technically go from 5 and 6 to the 1 seed if things go their way.
Yes.
Which
Correct.
is wild that 3 teams in the same division can all be the 1 seed with 2 weeks left.
Yeah, it's a fun division.
And
It's-
the Bears. There's actually 4 teams that are still playing for the 1 seed.
And the Bears, yeah, and the
Yeah.
Packers are all but the 7 seed. I don't think the Packers can move up at all.
No, they can't. They're stuck there. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
no, they're 9-5-1. So if they win 2 and the Bears lose 2, they will jump the Bears. Even
Yeah,
though
but
the Bears swept them because they'll be half a game in front of them. That's
Yeah.
the only way. But again, the chances of that happening, it's pretty tough. It's pretty slim. But I think the Bears schedule's tougher than the Packers.
Yeah.
So
The
it,
Bears have Niners and Lions.
yeah, and the Packers have Ravens, and I can't remember. I'm assuming they would have Vikings.
Pretty wild.
I've got
that
it here.
Yeah.
They got Minnesota.
Yeah,
Minnesota.
Vikings,
It's
yeah.
pretty wild that heading to week 17 that 4 teams can still get the 1 seed in the NFC. 3 in the same division. That's
Yeah.
pretty wild.
Two teams control their destiny as well.
I think
So,
it's. I think I
Seahawks and
saw.
Niners control their destiny.
I think I saw as
True.
well. It's the first time since like 2016 that we went into week 16 with no divisions clinched. Like
Yeah.
it's been pretty good, like scheduling wise. Even though a lot of teams have had soft schedules, everyone's been competitive, barring the Jets and
It's an extremely
the Raiders.
It's
but-
it's not as top heavy a league as it used to be. It's a pretty it stays pretty close for a long time now.
Yeah.
There's not that many teams. Like I would say the Patriots are probably the only team that had a soft schedule. Really.
Oh, really soft schedule. Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
and
true.
maybe Jags a little bit because it's the AFC South. But
Yeah. Oh, we'll see how it plays out. It's going to be a very interesting run home. And, the bottom line is that Seattle are going to have to beat the 49ers in week 18 to win the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Because if the Bears beat the Niners this week, they will have to win. And then the Bears beat the Lions, they'll lose the 1 seed, right? So they will have to win that game potentially either way.
yeah,
Unless obviously the Bears lose to the Lions, which is looking unlikely as the weeks go on.
And what it does mean as well, which I like, is that these top teams that have locked away,
They can't rest
playoff
everyone.
berths, They can't rest because they want that top seeding.
Yeah.
So it
Oh,
makes
of course,
it
yeah.
really exciting.
Yeah, and if the Panthers pull off a miracle, which we'll talk about soon, then it opens the door for everyone almost. What?
Yeah, it's a
But the
little
bottom
bit.
line, Seattle's comes down to week 18 with the Niners.
Yeah,
If you
it
beat
does.
them week 18, you get the 1 seed. Simple as
Yep. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
that. No
The
matter what happens.
two teams control their destiny. If Seattle win out, they're the 1 seed. If Niners win out, they're the 1 seed because the Niners have to beat the Bears and then the
And
Seahawks.
the Rams, if the Rams win out, they're the 1 seed too.
No,
Right?
they
Nah,
can't.
they everyone has to. They need teams to lose.
Right.
They lose the tiebreakers.
because they don't play any of them.
That was
Yeah.
the ramifications of that Seahawks game.
Yeah, they lose the
Oh, yeah, yeah,
tiebreakers.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some previews. This is
All right, so we got
Sunday's games. Go for it, Jimmy.
Sunday 8:30 a.m. It's a special time of the year when we're on holidays, most of us, and we get a Sunday game.
It's going to be a
So
good game too.
we get 8:30. It is the Texans at the Chargers, and this is probably one of the best games of the round. These
Oh, yeah.
teams, they're both in the playoffs, but the Texans are working their ass off to catch the Jaguars, which is getting tougher by the minute. The Jags still have the Colts we'll talk about, so you'd think they'll knock them off. But the Texans are still absolutely playing for something. And the Chargers, as we said before, are playing for this division. They're reliant. They're hoping that Denver drop a game and then they get a chance to beat them next week and that they can steal that division from them, which would be huge.
No, they don't need Denver to drop a game.
No, they just need to beat them. They just need to win the next
They
two.
just need to win out and they'll win the
Win
division.
out and
Because
beat
of-
because they'll beat Denver.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
That'll be the game
Yeah.
they drop technically. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's a low to run. I think Texans defense is strong. They had a bit of a hiccup last week against the Raiders. They just did not play that well. Well, offensively, they didn't play that well. The defense was still as good as it always is. The Chargers had a really good win over the Cowboys.
I
but
still let the Raiders put 21 on them, bro.
that's what I mean. But they got a pick 6 as well, so they got 7 back for them. The offense was atrocious
Yeah,
in
it
that
was
game
terrible.
against a
I
pretty
think-
bad Raiders team.
Yeah, like I said in the other podcast, I think this was just a good team playing a bad game.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't feel any worse with the Texans. at the
I
moment.
actually think the Texans are going to win this. I think the Chargers, they're very beat up. They're going to be able to generate pressure. It'll be a low scoring game. And I think the Texans will be able to win by 3 points, like 16-13 or something like that, where it becomes a bit of a, bit of a slugfest.
I can't see Herbert getting enough time to throw the ball.
That's what I mean. Their D-line's unreal.
I'm not betting against my man Herbert.
Very fair.
If he's found a way against good teams, he's found a way to win.
Yep.
And I expect him to do it again at home.
But this is where it's tough. This is where it's tough not having an O-line when you're playing a dominant defense because they not only will pressure him if he try, they will cover well. They will generate turnovers if he forces balls in.
Yeah.
They will have to be absolutely perfect every single throw under pressure, which is really hard for a quarterback to do unless they can somehow get rid of the ball really quickly. But the Texans feast on that stuff. They flow, they fight.
Yeah.
They're hard to block in the open field. Their DBs and linebackers are hard to block. They hit hard. I think they will find a way to generate some turnovers. They will keep this game low scoring and they'll be able to
Hey, the
just be
Chargers
better.
defense is no slouch
I agree.
either.
Chargers
Especially
defense-
No, but I
especially
think the
their
Texans-
secondary is really good.
I
And
think the Texans defense can actually score points, which is just going to put the game away.
potentially.
I think that the Chargers might have like 4 or 5 turnovers this game,
I
like fumbles, picks. Like we've seen some good to okay defenses really pressure Herbert.
Yeah,
and this is a top 2 defense. You can pick between them and Seattle. For
I think it's more
whoever your
likely
flavor
that
is.
Stroud throws more picks than Herbert in this game.
He won't need to though.
Yeah, because he doesn't have to. He doesn't force it. That's the problem with their offense is that they don't generate big plays because he won't take chances. Whereas Herbert will. He will take chances.
I don't think Herbert's going to have the time. I'd like to be proven wrong, and I'd like this to be a close game. But I think like the Texans defense is just going to. They're just going to absolutely unleash hell on him, and he's just doesn't have the cattle to have time.
They've got more than enough talent to do it defensively. There's no doubt about it. I'm not ready to bet against Herbert. I think,
that's very fair too. I think it'll be a close game. I'm taking Texans in a very close game.
I think you can find a way.
I think Texans by 2 scores. I think the defense is going to score.
Yeah, well, okay, fair enough. All right, next game, Tommy, what do we got?
We are looking at the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers.
So before today, this game was almost not worth talking about. But now that Love has been ruled out of this game,
Mhm.
it gives the Ravens a little sliver of hope.
Yeah, but if Lamar Jackson's not playing, the Green Bay's defense is still good.
Defense is still good. Is
Really
Lamar
good.
playing?
Really good.
No, I've
He's
heard.
questionable.
Yeah, I've heard. that
Oh,
he's not.
if Lamar doesn't play, forget it. Put a line through.
Even if he does play, if he's dinged up, he's not going to be able to move.
not if he is dinged up.
Yeah, he's
For him
dinged
to be
up. So
questionable. There's
if
something
if
wrong
he
with
plays, he's got a bad back because of a hit.
Yep.
And he's going to be not full strength. So at full strength, is he going to be able? Like he's shown this year when he's not full strength, this offense really struggles. The Ravens' only chance is if they can rely on old fumble Ruski, Derrick Henry, and just hope he can generate some big plays.
He's been
and
quite hit and miss this year.
exactly. Like
Yeah.
you just hope, and this is a Green
The
Bay
whole
defense
team's been
that
hit and miss.
this defense will know that. They
they
will
know.
know going in this game that, hold on a second, if we just stop them running the ball here, we are most likely going to win. You're right, though. The only thing that levels the playing field here is that Jordan Love's not playing because they won't, I don't think they'll be able to generate explosive plays without Jordan Love. Because
Yeah.
Malik Wallace, he's a
Well,
fine.
he
backup.
wasn't bad
No,
last when he
he's
came
okay.
in. Yeah,
He's fine.
they've
he's
won
a
a few
good-
games with him as
Yeah,
well.
he's a good athlete. He moves well. He does have an all right arm, but it's very hard to come in when you don't practice with these guys all the time
It is. Yeah.
and then just generate these big plays. And that's what they're going to need in this game. They still don't have Watson. They obviously don't have Tucker Kraft, which I'll keep mentioning because it's such a big loss
It
for
is.
them.
Yeah.
It's a loss, yeah.
And I just think that, I think this is going to be one of those really shit games. And to be honest with you, I think the Ravens are kind of the Packers are almost the Ravens of the NFC.
Sure.
It's been an incredibly disappointing year. Like
I
on a
would say
year
the
where
Packers have been disappointing.
on a year where Detroit have fallen off and you had an opportunity to be swept by the Bears, they were up 10 points with 5 minutes left last week.
Mm.
And they lost that game in overtime. That's
They haven't been
blasphemy.
swept by the Bears. They won the first game.
No, they did. Sorry, you're right. It was 2 weeks
And-
earlier.
Their starting quarterback got hurt.
But it doesn't matter. Then he's still hurt.
I know, but I'm just like you.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Here,
can't
like,
say it's disappointing when your starting quarterback gets a concussion.
that's
It's
what
a
I'm
bit-
saying. I'm
it's
saying
a
they're the
disappointing.
same as the Ravens. They've both been incredibly disappointing. Now
Yeah.
injuries play a part in that. All that stuff plays a part in it. But these are two teams that I thought would have potentially been playing each other in a Super Bowl.
They both had Super Bowl intentions.
and now
absolutely.
one of them's going to scrape in as a 7 seed.
In
And
a good conference, and one team's
In a
not
good-
in the hunt.
in a good conference, and one team's basically they lose it. Well, not basically, they lose this game and they're out. And if
Yeah.
they win, they're still probably out. They need Pittsburgh to lose two to two
to
teams.
lose
Lose both
yeah.
games, and they're
Yeah.
probably not going to lose both games.
No.
Like they're going to find a way.
Yeah.
So I just think like these are like the same style of teams. They had so much hope, and through some not their fault, some their fault, they've just fallen off, and it's disappointing that they're not going to be like the Packers aren't winning the Super Bowl from the 7 seed without Parsons.
No, they're not. No,
Even with Love back,
No,
like
they've got a few
he's
too
got
many
no,
key
and he's got no
injuries.
receivers.
Yeah.
Like it's not. It's
Anyway,
like
for this game here, I just think, defensively, Green Bay are far better than the Ravens. I think they'll be able to do what they need to do to shut them down, and
I think
they'll be
Green
able to
Bay
run.
will.
They'll be able to run the ball. Jacobs will be able to run the ball. Willis will move the chains. We've seen him do it.
All he's
and
got to
they'll
do
do
is
enough.
not turn the ball over.
Yeah, and LaFleur will be able to scheme up enough to just score enough
I-
points to win.
I remember a game last year when Love twisted his ankle against it was Philly, and then Green Bay played the Colts. It might have been like week 2 or 3.
It was,
and I
it was
think-
early. It was like the first 4 games.
yeah, and they ran the ball like 45 times for like
and Willis can run
250
too.
yards. Yeah,
It actually changes their offense a bit because they can run read option. They can run direct runs with Willis.
and I think that's what they should lean into here because the
This
Ravens haven't
week-
been too.
Absolutely, 100%.
The Ravens haven't been that good against the run, and I think you just control the chains, control the time. You don't put the ball in harm's way, and I think Green Bay will come out of this one pretty comfortably.
Yeah, I think Green Bay will win too.
Yeah.
To counter,
Tommy,
That is
you're our
100%
Ravens boy.
That should be their game plan.
to counter that, Awuzie's back for the Ravens on the D line, which is a big in. He's been missed the last few weeks, and
He's good.
Kyle Hamilton was back last week, but he didn't play a lot because he was still coming back from an ankle.
Yeah, he's
and
big,
he's
good.
and
to
he's
go.
a big in as well. He's a sort of plug and play guy, as we have sort of
Yeah,
pointed
they're
out
two good
all
ins.
year. So
Tommy, you're our resident Raven man. I want to ask your 2 cents worth. What do you hear? What do you say about the Lamar Jackson trade rumors that are circling?
well,
no way.
Dude, the drums are beating hard.
I'm already hurt this year alone from my star player on one of my teams already saying that he wants to stay and then come in season disappears. So
What are you
I've
talking about
Charlie
Charlie Kern, ain't you?
Come on,
But-
Short.
but no, I don't think I think they've got too much money invested in Lamar. The whole team's built around what Lamar Jackson, how he plays and how they scheme and everything. So for him to just dip and them to get rid of him is just
But
them
it-
pretty much saying that we're just going into a full rebuild.
Harbaugh's been doing a lot of work behind the scenes.
Yeah,
to
well,
try and
Harbaugh's
the
trying to
bars.
save his job.
Yeah, that's
so-
right. He's trying. So basically, he's putting the organization to a decision. It's going to be either Harbaugh or Lamar.
And one decision will be a stupid decision, one will be a smart decision. So
Yeah,
Roll with Lamar.
yeah, I know. Like I said pre-show, though, Harbaugh's got a lot of pull in that building.
roll with a 2-time MVP.
Yeah,
Very
Very fair.
interesting. It's
So
interesting.
don't get me wrong. I don't think they should trade him. I think Harbaugh should have been fired 12 months ago for what it's worth.
4,
Yeah.
10.
For what it's worth.
Feb. They should have got rid of him in Feb.
But
See you later.
We did say last week who's out there to come and coach the Ravens.
No,
Flores.
they need to get a college guy. They just need to change the whole system, change the way they operate.
but
And-
but does that mean also getting rid of Lamar as well? Like that's
no,
the
no,
question.
no. You get a college guy that can utilize everything Lamar does.
He wants to just go back to Miami.
You know who can
Florida as well.
utilize everything that Lamar does? Mike McDaniel in Miami. And the rumors, I'm telling you, the drums are beating. The
When
rumors are
if
circling.
I've learned anything, when there's smoke, there's fire.
And he's from the area too. He's from southern.
He is a
Southern
Miami
Florida.
kid. Yeah,
So he would
maybe he wants to go back home.
And the weather in Florida is a lot different to
look
the weather
really
in
good.
Baltimore.
He'd look really good in that offense. I'm telling you now.
Yeah, well,
He'd
hey,
really-
let's see how it plays out. It's
He'd really
definitely
look
something
good
to
in Miami turquoise.
monitor.
And if you're Miami, you'd pull the trigger for Lamar, wouldn't you?
what would you?
No,
have they got
no.
the
Why would
piece-
you do that?
have
No,
they
you got
the
Tua there.
pieces to give up.
No.
What are they going to give him? Tua and what? Three
Two
first round picks?
and two firsts.
Tour firsts.
Two and two firsts.
It's going to take 3 firsts. You're not
But
going to
then
get.
All right,
if you're, if,
Let's move on and get into a real game.
Yeah, who cares? It's just it. Let's see how it plays out. Because sometimes when this stuff, as Tommy said before, sometimes when this stuff starts and if you're just like, nah, there's nothing to it. There's always something a
Something to
little
it.
bit to it.
something's got to spark a fire.
Exactly.
This is our Monday schedules kicking off.
All right, so we've got this is a travesty. This is a 5 a.m. game. You've got this 12-3 Seattle Seahawks at the 8-7 NFC South leading Carolina Panthers.
NFC leading.
NFC leading Seattle.
NFC leading, not NFC. Yeah. So my question
No,
is,
you
And
said
then,
NFC
and then the
South
Panthers,
leading.
the Panthers
Yeah.
playing the NFC South.
but
Yeah.
thank you. My question is, are
It's
Seattle
easy
on,
to forget.
are Seattle on upset alert here?
I don't think it's upset alert, but I'm not feeling comfortable. Like Scotty, you're not feeling
They
comfortable.
better, they better mind their P's and Q's is all I'm saying.
They beat the
No,
Rams a couple
I
of weeks
think-
ago.
I think, yeah, but I think Seattle's defense is set up to not lose games.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think they'll
Like-
slaughter Bryce Young.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. I like the Rams have like a little bit iffy. Like Kitchens is good sometimes, and their D line's elite, but their linebackers aren't. And their corners and safeties are like a little bit hit and miss. Like
Yeah,
Seattle, you just can't do that.
Seattle's a legitimate. It's one or two between them and Texans.
Yeah.
And I will listen to any argument, and I'll enjoy it.
And I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, I'd happily listen to people argue about which is the better defense
think
because they're
the-
both awesome.
I think the only way that the Panthers have a sniff in this game is if Sam Darnold has one of his 3-pick games. And I don't think that he got that monkey off his back last week.
I hope so.
Like, I don't think he's going to throw games away.
No, I don't think he'll need to in this game. So hopefully,
I
he
don't
doesn't
think so,
feel the
either.
pressure. They need Kenneth Walker to have another huge game like he did against the Rams. That's really important if he can generate a big game for them. I think Seattle will win, but again, based off what Carolina did to the Rams a few weeks ago, it gives me hope. But also, if you're a Panthers fan, you know they are just a roller coaster. And if you get them on a down week, it could be over by quarter time.
Yeah, well, the Rams were playing at such a high level for so long that you just have that one game that you lose, and it was pissing down the rain. Like,
Also, it cost them the division and the 1 seed.
Yeah.
I know losing to you guys, but if they'd beaten the Panthers, it wouldn't have even been.
it wouldn't have
been a
mattered.
game up.
No, yeah.
Two things I wanted. Sorry, Scotty, go ahead, finish.
I was just about to say, well, there is like, I would say 5% concern just because the Panthers are frisky. JC Horn is like a legitimate like top 2 corner in the league, and their D line is without like anyone knowing their names, but they've got some guys that can play ball. And
Derek
you know,
Brown. I know
Derek Brown is an
Brown,
absolute
he's
freak.
He's
And-
the best tackle in football.
and Seattle's weakest position is probably the center or right guard, and he can generate some pressure. That like they need a lot of things to go right for him to have a sniff in this game. But I think that Seattle will just know the assignment and just go, hey, just do what you need to do, get through this game. Look at the Niners.
Yeah, that's fair.
Two things I want to say.
Yeah.
One, this is a callback to the Ravens from the last game that we just talked about. That, again, another perfect example of why you don't let geniuses leave the fucking building. They had McDonald in the building,
Yeah, true.
and they decided, no. We're not going to make you the head coach. We're
We'll go
going to
with-
stick with Harbaugh.
Yep.
And then he went to Seattle and completely turned that franchise around. And now they're the 1 seed and, contending for a Super Bowl. Again, don't let NFL teams, I know you all watch, do not let geniuses leave the fucking building.
You're right. They should have just
Idiots.
fired Harbrow.
That's what I'm saying. Okay? Number
Worked out
one.
well for me.
Yeah, it worked out fantastic for the Seahawks. They're all rubbing their hands together saying, oh my God, this genius is literally falling
And he's
in our
like
laps.
35.
Exactly. And he's going to be the coach there for the next 20 years.
I hope so.
Exactly. He will be. Well, why would they sack him?
Well,
He's
the
a freak.
defense.
Hey, the NFL's a fickle bitch.
No,
Remember
but-
that.
We're going to go off track here, but
No, I like
defenses
Will
are
Goff.
very hit and miss, and like your scheme gets worked out pretty quickly. And then when that happens, if you don't adapt, you're gone.
Yeah, but he's a genius and he will adapt. That's my point. That's exactly my
There's
point.
more coaches that haven't adapted as a head coach.
Am I living
they're
in
out.
fucking upside down word while George is trying to hype up the Seattle and Scotty's like, nah.
No.
No.
I'm hyping up McDonald.
Realistic.
He's a
McDonald.
genius.
That's what I mean. And Scotty's like,
Genius.
no, they'll fire him.
I think that he's an out of the box thinker, and I think he'll be fine. But I'm just saying that like the percentages are, if you're a defensive head coach, you're on a lot shorter leash than anyone else.
So- and
Very fair.
second thing I wanted to talk about is the reason why Seattle are on upset alert in this game is twofold. One, they're known and have done it all year to get into dogfights and play with their food against lesser opposition.
Yep.
They've done it basically every game. Not every game, but a number of times this year. They've won those games, sure, which is very good,
Can
obviously.
you give me examples?
Atlanta.
The Colts 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Colts, Atlanta.
Colts,
That was
the Colts
9-0.
was okay.
The
Colts,
Texans, the Titans.
yeah, the Titans are up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, mate.
And
They had 2 junk times.
And they let them come back.
You
Like,
know they've played with their food.
Come
this
on,
year.
Scott.
No, but like-
Don't. They've consistently played down to lesser opposition and have played with their food and not put teams away. And that
Atlanta, they scored
that is an issue.
31 points on them
That is an issue.
unanswered.
Yeah.
Scott, come on.
That's what I'm saying.
It's an issue.
If you give if
And-
you give them a sniff and you play
and-
down to them in the first half, Carolina might jump. them.
Carolina are not the sort of team because they're frisky, they're plucky. They're not the sort of, especially defensively, they're not the sort of team you want to play around with. You want to, whatever sort of friskiness or belief that they have, you need to stomp it out immediately. You need to put 17 points on them in the first quarter and snuff them out. That's what you need to do.
Fair.
And I'm not sure that they will. They can. Obviously, they've got enough talent to do it, but will they? I don't know.
Just say you're a hater. It's all right. Everyone knows that. Everyone's been listening all year. It's fine.
So mute Scotty. He's
I've
out of
just-
control.
I've just spent the last 17 minutes talking about how Mike
Anyway,
McDonald's
let's move on to the
genius.
next game.
No, we're not moving on to the next game.
In
I've got another point to
fairness,
make.
if you look at the schedule the whole season, Seahawks with teams that they should have beaten stomped them. They
No, you can't talk to George.
no.
about facts.
They took the Saints 44-13. They drummed the Commanders 38-14.
That game was a bloodbath. That was a quarter.
Arizona
There was
Cardinals.
also 2 scores in the last quarter. That was absolute blowout.
Yeah, Arizona Cardinals were 44-22, and then the games you see there, the Falcons as well, 37-9. So and they still scored a lot of points on the good teams as well. Like the Bucks, they went 35-38. They did lose that game, but
They play with their food a little bit at times.
They have played with a little food a little bit at times. Second point I wanted to make is that
so Philly.
they are potentially looking past this game
To the last week.
to the last week against the 49ers,
Yep.
and they better not do that. That's all I'm saying.
I personally
They better
think,
not do it.
I personally think this game's over at halftime. I think Seattle
It
know
should be.
what's riding on it, and I think they're going to absolutely
It
drop
should be. I'm just saying they've been known to play with their food, and I hope they're not looking ahead to next week, which is the really important game, thinking, oh, we'll just get through this game and then we'll worry about the Niners.
I think they might damage Bryce Young so badly in this game defensively that he then can't get right for the last game. That's how
Wow.
I think we're going to get an awful Bryce Young game.
Well, we'll see it.
We'll see how it plays out.
On paper, they should smash these guys.
Yeah, agreed. All right. next.
And
What's up?
Kobe Bryant's a big ad as well for
He's
the
huge.
Seahawks.
Absolutely huge. He's no one listening would know who he is, but he's genuinely an all-pro safety. Like
He's a really good player.
he's
very
I think
versatile.
he's got
He was-
the most tackles for a loss. Yeah, I don't think he's given up a midfield completion since week 5 or something.
Yeah, he's a
So
good
like
player.
any seam, post route, anything like that, 0 completions.
Very good. Stay away from helicopters, Kobe Bryant. Next game.
Wow.
No, go in helicopter, stay away from mountains.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Helicopters aren't the problem.
Come on.
Uh,
Hey, his daughter fucking died. Come on.
That's very sad, but fucking hell. It's been
Fuck.
five.
How can you not see a mountain?
It's been like 4 years, man. We can.
It's been long.
If we can't joke about that, what can we joke about?
Not that. Come on. That's not fun.
All right. Of all the people,
moral
of all
compass.
the people, I only said him. All right. Arizona Cardinals at the Cincinnati Bengals.
This is a game.
Who fucking cares? Joe Burrow will probably put up 400 and win by 40 points.
Yep.
And he still will not be happy, nor should he be, because he still plays for the Bengals.
Anyone got any other takes in this one?
Nope.
All right. Next game, Tommy.
Actually, Jacoby Brissett could almost have 600 yards.
It's very
and
fair.
still lose.
And still lose. Yeah.
Yeah. That's very fair. All right, next time, Tommy, what do
Let's
you
see
got?
what the over/under is for quarterbacks throwing over 1,000 yards in a
Combined.
game combined.
Oh, I'll tell you guys about my favorite bet after this. I'm not going to air it out.
Let's look at that
Yeah.
after the game.
Yeah.
Next game, is it Pittsburgh?
It is Pittsburgh and the Browns.
Pittsburgh, now, the
Oh.
Browns have the chance to do the funniest thing ever in this game.
Which is what?
Lose.
Beat the Steelers.
I think the Steelers will take care of business. There's only one reason I'll be watching this game.
Yeah,
Sackler.
It's Miles Garrett. And I want him to get it this week so bad, so then all the people can't
You're
do
not
it.
watching it for
You got it,
Shador?
dude.
No,
I,
absolutely not.
I honestly reckon Rodgers will just give it to him.
I hope not. I hope he
Oh,
does not.
no.
Again, like Brett Favre.
Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Just following in that trend of
Why
copying
wouldn't he?
your mate.
He doesn't care. Rodgers doesn't care. His legacy's set. He doesn't care.
Nah,
Give it to Garrett.
No, I hope he doesn't. I hope
I-
Garrett.
I hope Garrett doesn't get it that way. So then we don't have another 20 years of this.
Yeah.
Well, he got a 0.5 last week that he shouldn't have got.
Yeah, that's
so.
very true. He shouldn't have got it.
My money's on Rodgers just giving it to him, bro.
Shador, shout out.
Unblocked off the edge.
Dominating.
Yeah, Shador's gonna have a tough game in this one too. Hey, look. In fairness, he hasn't been the worst rookie quarterback this year.
No, he
In
hasn't.
fairness, he hasn't.
He's been
He
fine.
hasn't. But yeah, I'm only watching
he's
for Miles Garrett.
He's got a lot working against him. He's got the fucking whole organization, the whole coaching staff working against him. He's still doing okay.
Can the Browns pull this off though? They had
No.
they were frisky last week against the Bills.
Bills? Yeah, that
Oh, I
was,
think the Bills just played a bad game.
I think so too. But can
Yeah.
Pitts? It's division. I don't know. I don't think Rodgers will allow them as a team to play down to them personally as like a leader and Tomlin. There's a lot of veterans on that team.
No
I don't think
DK,
they'll let
obviously.
them. DK out.
this win will seal the division, correct?
They win the division with this win. It's
Yeah,
over.
they'll take care of it.
I think they'll win this game too. But it is a little bit of an upset alert because it's division on the road division game. They're weird, especially in the NFC.
Against
in
a
the
good
AFC
defense,
North.
against a good defense.
No.
anything can happen.
No.
I don't think it will, but AFC North, they're weird.
They can't run the ball without Judkins. They obviously have deficiencies throwing the ball. And I think all the Steelers would have to do is just play a complete game and they'll win by 2 scores.
Yeah, that's very fair. Very fair. All right, next game we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Colts.
Bloodbath.
It's disappointing that it's got to this, that the Colts are this bad.
Mm.
They were 7-1. They're
Yeah.
they're 8-7, and they're out of the playoffs.
I wouldn't say I predicted a fall like this, but I predicted them to be.
I think
I predicted it to be pretty even.
I
like-
thought they'd come back to earth a little
Yeah.
bit, but I didn't predict them to fall off the train this badly. And in fairness, on the flip side, I didn't think the Jaguars would just turn it on this much and become this good a team. Now I know you look at the last 5 games, they've beaten Arizona, Tennessee, the Colts,
Jets.
the Jets,
They smoked the Broncos.
and then
but the Broncos have
and-
been flirting with a bad game.
and they won all of them decisively. And I was thinking, oh, they just beating bad teams, and they came out and pummeled the Broncos.
Yep.
And that's
On
what
the
made-
road, too.
On the road. That's what made me think, all right, these guys are actually for real. They're taking their football pretty seriously now.
I
They're
still
beating
think the
bunnies.
Texans are the best team. They might not be the best record, but they'll be the best team coming out of this division.
Potentially. But there's a lot riding on it now. They don't want to lose this game because the Texans win. It means they can somehow steal the division. I believe if they win this, they win the division. What's the Jags record, Tommy?
Yeah, they're a game ahead. Yeah.
Wow.
So they'll go 2 games up.
Yep.
They won't be able to lose it from there. Depending on tiebreakers, I guess. But don't the Jags?
No, if they win, yeah.
Don't the Jags have the Titans week 18? I'm certain they do.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Although they'll definitely have a division game, and it's not the Texans, so it's the Titans.
Yeah.
So I think they'll win this game. I just don't think the Colts have any fight left in them. Phillip Rivers shout out to the man for doing it, but he is just shot putting the ball downfield. He's got no arm power.
Yeah, man. He's
He had no
he's
arm
been
power
on the
when he
couch for
retired.
5 years.
The Jags are going to know we'll just shut down the run, and if we lose to Phillip Rivers, we lose to Phillip Rivers. If we make that bet and we have to line it, we will. But I don't think that'll happen. I can't say they'll generate a few turnovers. We know what they do when they generate turnovers.
Usually
Lawrence is playing the best he's ever played by far. I think
Yeah,
they'll
he's
win
been-
this comfortably.
Again, don't let another.
And you guys
coach
laughed at me when
lead
I
the
had him in
building.
my top 10. He's playing like a fucking top 10.
I had Lawrence in my top 10.
No, I don't know if you did.
I'm pretty sure I did.
No,
I
don't
definitely
think-
didn't.
I certainly didn't laugh at you. I love Lawrence. I think Lawrence is a gun.
Yeah, it's all starting to come together.
Could he win MVP?
Nah.
Nah. I think
No. All right, nah, it has to be Stafford.
Yeah, unless they
Pull
get
up,
the
pull
one
up the odds while we're going.
unless they get the 1 seed. I don't actually think they can get the 1 seed though.
Trevor Lawrence is $67.
So better
he's
chance
fourth.
Better chance than Herbert.
Fourth. Who's the short favorite? Stafford.
Stafford's $1.25. Drake May's $4.25, and then it jumps to Josh Allen at $26.
Nah, well, there
I
you go.
swear to God, if Drake May wins MVP, I'm gonna puke. Not that he's a bad player. It's just he's not an MVP this
No,
year.
that's fair. That's
This
fair.
year, he's just not.
Yeah.
All right, next game. Oh, we're all taking Jacksonville.
Comfortably.
I don't even think Phil Rivers is going to play.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Why?
Is he hurt?
No,
Well-
because they brought Riley Leonard in, and he seemed pretty good.
Well, then why'd they do all this?
Well, imagine at the start of the season if someone came to you and
And
went, "I've
Richardson-
gone to week 17. Philip Rivers is starting for the Colts." You'd be like, "How bad was Daniel Jones?"
Very true.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And
No,
Richardson.
I think Riley Leonard's going to play. I don't even think Rivers will play. There's no point. They can't make the playoffs. What's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's fair.
you see what you got with him.
Because he's not going to come out
And
next
if
year.
I think Richardson is eligible. Oh no, he's not.
I think he's out for the year. I think
No,
he's,
he's
yeah.
I think he's done for the year.
Yeah, his eye did his eye
he's-
explode because of a weight. hitting
He's
him in the
not
face?
playing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
He's not playing for the Colts ever.
Was it a weight or like a strap?
No, apparently what it was one of those bands.
Yeah,
but,
the bands.
but there was a weight on it, and the weight ricocheted, like slingshot into
It
his eye.
fractured his eye socket.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
fucking hit him up.
It was like a slingshot straight into his eye.
Shit, poor bugger. All right, next game we have the Tampa Bay Bucks at the Dolphins. Yes, this doesn't feel like it should be a good game, but the reason it is because if Tampa Bay lose this, they are done, I believe. No, they'll still, because if Carolina lose, they'll still be playing for it. They can still win the division. But
Yeah.
surely on tiebreakers, they can win it. Who would know at this point? But either way, this game's important. They want to win this and tie it up going into last week, assuming the Panthers lose, and then winner gets in, no doubt about it. No
Yep.
maths needed, just get in there. So I can't see Quinn Ewers and the Dolphins winning this game over the Bucks. I think the Bucks are a much better.
They've just
football
got
team.
something to play for.
Yeah, they're a much better.
Yeah,
team.
yeah, they got more to play for, more talent. Yeah, if they want to be a playoff team, this is the sort of game they got to get done.
Scotty's got to go pee.
Jesus
Gonna
Christ,
have an accident.
bladder of a fucking 8-year-old girl.
It's been 57 minutes. He's fallen apart.
Yeah, they've got something to play for. The Dolphins don't.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, and if I'm the Dolphins, I'd actively be trying to lose this game. But there's no point winning this game.
No, very fair. I'm taking Bucks pretty comfortably. Like, I hope Quinn Ewers plays well. I really do. I like him a lot, but I don't think it's going to happen here.
Nope.
No. All right, next game, Tommy.
Next game, we've got the
And
Patriots.
McDonald's looking towards next season anyway because he knows he's going to be there next year.
McDaniels,
anyway,
you mean?
McDaniels,
Yeah,
sorry,
McDaniels, yeah. The next game, we have the New England Patriots traveling to the New York Jets. Is it fair to call them the lifeless New York Jets at this point?
Oh,
They've been lifeless for 2 decades.
So fair. They've been lifeless since Rex Ryan, which I think was like 2007.
Yeah.
It's so
They've been
long
lifeless
ago.
for 2 decades.
They
They are the epitome, they are the definition of a nothing team.
Yeah, they're not playing for anything. They're actively trying to lose. They've traded away whatever talent they had earlier in the year. I cannot see a world where they win this game. I can't see the Patriots losing. And I think the Patriots, they win this and they lock up the division. And then fighting for a 1 seed still.
Playing for the 1 seed. Yep.
Like, they can finish with 14 wins. They probably get the 1 seed.
Yeah, they will finish with 14 wins because the next week they've got another dog shit team too.
Dolphins next week.
Do they?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they've already
wow.
played the Bills twice and it will be a division game.
Amazing. Did you feel better, Scotty?
Yeah.
Thanks,
Good.
mate.
Good PP, mate.
just in time for this good game, Scotty.
Yeah,
Oh, Ripper.
we're talking about the Patriots.
Yeah, Patriots are probably going to put
Playing another contender.
35 on them, and that's that.
It's all happening.
Sorry, I just want to. As you know, we're a home operation here. I don't want to be chasing my dog through the house, through the street.
Pretty fair.
Yeah, I think Patriots are winning very comfortably. If the Patriots lose this game, it would be a
No.
disaster. I cannot see it. I don't know. I can't even tell you how. I don't know how to even tell you how they would do it.
The only way the Jets can score is on special teams. They're the best special teams
Yeah.
team in the league.
I was going to say all like a pick
Through
six or
EPA.
something, but they have not had an interception this year.
No.
Like, in fairness, Drake May's probably the guy who might give it to him, just shooting one downfield. But I don't care. I just don't. There's no way they lose this game. It's over. It's over. They may as well not play, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've said it before. The Jets need to just hand their license in.
Yeah.
and go.
The-
Thanks, we had a good effort. Sorry,
The Patriots should be trying to get up like 28 points at halftime and
Pull everyone.
getting everyone out of the game so they don't have to risk any
very
injury.
very fair.
All right, next game, Tommy.
Yeah, the last time the Jets were good was 2010.
That was
Mark
Bump-
Sanchez,
Mark Sanchez. Yeah,
The
Darrell
Buffalo.
Revis, Gross.
that's some players back in the day.
Yeah.
And they cast Rex
LT,
Ryan like he was
LaDainian and Tomlinson.
They did have Tomlinson.
Yeah, like
Twilight.
Next game is the most important game for the
Oof.
Vault
Here we go.
going forward.
This
this
is
is offensive rookie of the year.
you watch 100%.
He's down to $4.
And
So-
he's less than, yeah, I think he's less than now.
No,
If-
he's $4 behind Ted McMillan.
He's at 240.
If Shook plays well in this game, he will win it. The only other problem with McMillan is he's going to have a 1,000-yard season. They
Maybe.
could
Yeah,
just
but they
give
want
it.
to give it to a quarterback.
I agree, and
Especially
he's
if he
done
has
this
all
year.
their wins.
yeah, and what he's done this year with the Saints is pretty remarkable. Like beating two teams fighting for playoffs in the last 3 weeks It's pretty good. And then again, we talk about the Jets; they're terrible, but they annihilated the Jets.
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're going to do the same thing to the Titans because I don't think the Titans want to win. They still want the number one pick, and they can get it if they lose out. So, and they're a loser franchise. I think he's going to win this game, and I think it's going to propel him into Offensive Player of the Year. Call me a Scotty Homer if you want. I don't care.
No, the Saints are definitely winning this game.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind.
They're just
Titans fucking suck.
yeah. The Saints aren't that good.
Yeah, but
No, but they just play hard.
Yeah.
Like they're not playing to lose. So I don't know. I don't think Cam Ward wants to lose either. I don't think he's the reason why they're losing.
No,
And they had they actually did what they should have done, and they convincingly beat the Chiefs last week.
like in fairness to Cam Ward, if he wins this game, which he very well could, he's gonna throw for over 3,000 yards. His touchdowns are low, I get it, but he hasn't thrown a ton of interceptions. He's thrown
He's
7
had a lot of
interceptions.
fumbles though. A
Has
lot
fumbled
of
a lot.
fumbles.
But he could Shook's got to do some work just because he didn't start the whole season.
Yeah, which
So-
they may take that into account.
I think like it shits me, but it'll probably go. The 1 year they decide to not just give it to a quarterback might be this year with McMillan.
Yeah, but McMillan, it's on like Bryce Young's also just played out of his skin. So how much has McMillan elevated him?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And they've
Um,
also had very bad games at the
Yeah.
Panthers as well.
Yeah.
And they may not make the playoffs as well.
Yeah, that's right.
And they've been swept by the Saints. So these are all things that come into. Oh no,
No,
not
they
the-
have.
No, are they
The
in their
Saints.
division?
The Saints swept the
Yeah,
Panthers.
sorry, they swept the
They have,
Panthers.
yeah,
For some reason, I was like, they're not in the same division.
What?
Yeah.
That's how bad the South is.
Yeah.
Here I am giving you shit about saying the Panthers play in the South.
Shook,
Carl's got a strong way of coming back to get you.
Saints are winning this game. Shook's going to win. O'Roy, we're all over it.
Let's go. Next game.
And
Tommy?
Tristan just wants to say this is his Super Bowl.
Hey,
Fair-
Tristan,
fair
with
enough.
all seriousness, you must be fucking happy that Shook's playing well. And Callum Moore looks like it's working out. Like the same, there was a lot of doom and gloom at the start of the year. They've really, I think they've won all us over for their effort.
Absolutely.
sure.
They-
Like,
they,
just-
will get rid of all that dead cap and they start again, man. It's all good.
And they got a quarterback on a rookie deal. They're going to have a top 10 pick. They'll probably have a top 10 pick, I'd say. And then they're going to be able to get a really good talented guy because they're not searching for a quarterback. And let's see what
And
happens.
they've already pumped in like Cesar Ruiz is a good guard. They drafted a tackle. Like they've already put the work in for investing high draft picks in the O line. So
They'll probably get the best D end available and then go from there.
Go from there.
yeah, potentially yeah, or even the second best. But like
For sure.
and they've still got Chase Young. Like he's okay. Like he's
Chase Young's fine. He's
Yeah.
a good starter.
Cam Jordan probably. Oh, one note here. I think Cam Jordan hired out a private box and had all his closest family and friends because it was their last home game. So
It's probably
Last
he
week.
might have. Yeah, last week.
I would say
He might
was
have.
high for sure.
Yeah,
I'd be shocked if he went again. He's doing his podcast and that now, which actually isn't too bad in fairness to him.
No, he's good. He's really
an
good in
absolute
front of the
champion.
camera.
yeah, shout out to Cam
he's an
Jordan.
absolute champion of the game. Plays the game the right way. Plays it hard. So,
Has he only played for the Saints?
Yep.
yes,
Yeah, I like
One
that.
club player.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Pretty
yeah,
insane.
champion of the club. So, a champion of the NFL. So, just
Yeah,
a shout out
legend.
there for his last home game.
Absolutely.
Saints have the current 8th pick as well. So
Yeah, right. Okay.
They might win a few and get.
Yep.
this is a game as well.
Well, this is the toilet bowl. This is who wants to lose worse out of the Giants and the Raiders because they are both. The Giants are currently the number 1 pick and the Raiders are the number 2 pick.
and the Raiders are actively tanking.
Well, let's
They
just go straight to the elephant in the room. Max Crosby storming out of the building this week because they wanted to put him on ice and not let him play.
Well,
the
they
last two
they
games.
have put him on ice.
I think he's arguing it.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's 100% arguing it. He wants
He
to
is.
play.
So
Yeah,
correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't there a rule for tanking in the NFL, for actively tanking?
Yeah.
So wouldn't benching your star player who's saying I want to play come
well,
under the terms for
the
that?
thing is, he's had a bit of a knee complaint since the start of October, and he's been sort of like playing through it because he wants to play.
So there is an injury.
So they're using the knee as the
Do we want to
Right,
listen to
cool.
Pete Carroll talk
Yeah,
I
about
don't
it?
know. I
Absolutely.
was just about to say the Raiders are usually a button-up operation. I'm sure they're doing the right thing through all.
Does Pete Carroll just sound like your grandpa trying to tell you what he did at the shops today?
You know what? I am actually so disappointed in Pete Carroll. He's
Ben
been
Carroll's been doing that ever
such-
since he was in Seattle, though.
It's such fluff this year. Like it's absolute disaster. He'll be gone after this year. Apparently,
Yeah,
the
fine.
Browns have reached out to him if he leaves.
What to be at DC?
No, to be the head coach
Oh,
if he
no,
leaves.
I think his head
Um,
coaching days are done.
I think he should just retire. But it's really crap.
Just back on this tanking thing for a sec. Am I the only one that thinks that the Raiders are doing the right thing? Am I
No,
the-
because we just
like-
talked about this. This is loser organizations, right?
Yeah, fine. But at this point in the season was gone 2 months ago. There's no point trying to win any more games this year. Like,
yeah.
And there's no point trudging your bet, even if he's 100% healthy. There's no point putting Max Crosby out there. The
Wow.
chances,
No, there's
all
not.
you're doing is increasing his chances of injury. Like, why?
So what's worse, pissing off your star player so he doesn't want to be there? Because that's where it's trending to.
Yeah.
It's trending this offseason where he's going to go, you know what?
You know
Fuck
what?
you guys.
You know what? And I'm going to say something that I've said again on this podcast. That's what the fucking money's for. Okay.
Yeah, but the money
He
can
had-
be anywhere. He can go anywhere he
Yeah,
wants.
right. But he had the opportunity to leave, and he chose to resign.
Yeah, but they
They
also
were actively tanking when
they
he re-signed.
promised him a lot of things at that point. They were rebuilding. They were going in the right direction. They were doing all
Yeah.
this stuff.
Yeah,
And
but they're
then
also the fucking Raiders, man.
I know, but and then he's very like this is a good thing from him that he's pissed off by this. Well, I said it earlier.
Yeah, look, I agree.
Organizations that
Two
tank
things
for
can be true at
picks
once.
are fucking losers. The Raiders are again showing how much of a loser organization they are, and they're never going to turn it around because Denver have now jumped them. The Chargers have now jumped them. They've now hit their windows. The Raiders are nowhere near that. And the Chiefs, who, they've had a bad year this year, they're still fucking shit tons better than the Raiders.
Of course they are.
They've got nowhere near it. They're the worst team in football. They drafted Genty last year, which good player, but shocking pick.
Yeah,
They're
absolutely.
a terrible fucking team. The trade for Geno Smith was stupid. That was Pete
Oh, it
Carroll just
wasn't that
wanting his
bad.
guy. It was dumb. He just
Yeah,
wanted
but
his
Geno
guy.
wasn't playing off. It wasn't coming off a bad year.
But they should have known that they're not there. You don't
Oh, of
now
course.
the player's not the problem. It's the same with Genty. The player's not the problem. It's being 2 steps ahead of where you actually are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if
I get your
Yeah.
point.
they
yeah.
should have traded Crosby last year while he had tons of value.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And said, "Yep, give us 2 first-round picks for
Absolutely.
Crosby." That's what
Absolutely.
they should be doing because
Yeah.
they are bottoming out so fucking hard. Instead, they're making these dumb moves. Like Brock Bowers will be next. He'll be asking for it next. He'll be going, you know what? I don't like
Yeah,
playing
well,
on this team.
they've
The good thing is he's
they've
got-
ruled him out this week too.
He's got 2 more years and he can just not re-sign.
Yeah,
and he
that's
probably won't.
I agree. I don't think he
He's
should.
the sort of guy that would just be like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. I'll
There's
get
probably-
the money
and there's
anywhere.
probably 15 teams that'd be happy to sign him.
Yep,
15.
100%.
He'd be 31. He's the best
Yeah, I
tight
think
end in the league.
I think there'd be 31 if they had the cap that would have him.
Yeah, I'm saying there's 15 teams that will probably have
Probably
the cap
could.
to sign him.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's my point.
I was gonna say
But-
it's a
but-
loser
but
organization.
From the Raiders' point of view, like they have to tank. They need a quarterback. Whatever.
Yeah, but they're also
You
tanking
disagree?
in the.
They're
in the-
also competing with the Giants, who aren't going to take a quarterback anyway. So have pick 2 and get your quarterback anyway. Who cares?
Yeah.
Unless they trade back and all that, which always comes into it. But there's no quarterbacks in this draft. You should
That's
be
it.
selling the farm for anyway.
yeah, that's right.
Andrew Luck isn't here.
Yeah.
Andrew Luck right now would be the number 1 pick in this draft. If he was like, hey, I'm re-entering the draft, he would go number 1.
Yeah.
There's that Mendoza kid from
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, but
Nebraska
he's
or
not.
whatever
He's not a bona fide number one.
no, he hasn't got the clout of a lot of other first-round picks.
I'm
Yeah.
not disagreeing, but
Either way, it's a shit organization. As for the Giants, they have just so many issues because I love Jackson Dart. I love the way he plays. But they're now in the conundrum of,
I don't like the way he plays at all.
well, I like the style he plays, but it doesn't suit the NFL. And they're now in a position where they're like, our franchise quarterback is potentially going to play himself out of being a football player. They could
No,
have the number 1,
He last week wasn't on him.
but it's happening. It's pretty common. It's every second game he enters concussion protocol.
Yeah, but he didn't last week.
No, okay, yeah. So he's due for one this week.
No, but like what I'm saying
Lucky
is like,
Crosby's not playing.
he was-
No one will be able to get him.
he had his back to the line of scrimmage when he got sacked twice.
I
Like,
know, but you don't think that's on their mind as an organization that our franchise
we can't
quarterback,
protect him.
we don't, because of the way he plays.
But
And
that's
then-
not that's not the way he plays. They
But-
just could not protect him during his drop back.
No, but like earlier in the year, it was the way he plays.
Yeah,
and
it
now
was.
you've got to try and take that out of his game. Does that make him a worse player if you take it out of his game? Does that change his style? Does that make him not as effective? Like, do you almost have to just let him go and hope he gets by?
But
No.
I don't think
I agree,
baby.
it's stupid. But what do you do with him?
But I don't think babying him and then like, well, oh, we can't get he can't drop back, so we're just going to run the ball. Like, and his pick bounced off his receiver's hands as well.
Oh,
And
yeah,
in fairness,
I like
so
that.
did JJ's last week as well.
Yeah.
His picks
I-
bounced off the
I like
receiver's
that.
hand.
All I'm saying is if they've got the number one pick, I'm telling you it's on their mind.
No, it's not.
I don't think they'll do it, but it's on their mind. Well, what if this guy keeps getting hurt and then we don't have him anymore and we might not get the opportunity to get the number one pick again?
Look at all the shit the Falcons got.
Yeah, true. They're not doing it.
No.
And he was not as bad as Josh Rosen anyone that's comparing the Josh Rosen situation. Josh Rosen is one of the worst rookie quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life. So like,
Look at Wandale Robinson's not even a 3 in the league, and he's his best receiver.
he's had like 1,200 yards or something like that. It's unreal.
No, he's at 900.
900.
Oh, I thought he was over 1,000 because
No.
okay, he's dropped
You'll
off
probably get it by the end of the year.
I did see a great
Hope
video through the week where it was like both these teams fighting to see who gets the number one pick, and they were like, this person's going to rest. And then Max Crosby came out and said he was injured today. And then it went, your move, Giants. And then Russell Wilson was putting his helmet on, ready to go out there.
That's really funny, actually.
Russell Wilson. All right,
Yeah,
who
but this will be
cares?
the one.
I actually don't know who's going to win this game, and nor do I care.
But
Like, they're
just
both, it'll be
on-
like two teams trying to lose.
It'll be the it'll
Just
be
on
the
Jackson
Giants
Dart,
will win.
though, he's been sacked 29 times this year, and he's been
Not that
sacked
many.
at
Oh, he
10
didn't play half the season. actually.
10% of his passing attempts this year is recorded in sacks.
Yeah, it's not good.
That's not good.
That's not good. I forgot he's only played half the season, so the 29's diabolical.
He's only
Yeah.
played 12 games.
Yeah, it's awful. Awful.
All right, let's jump into Philly and Buffalo.
This is the game of the week, surely.
Yeah, agreed.
George.
Oh,
It's gonna be a
Bears,
great game.
Stanford.
Bear San Fran's good too.
Both excellent games.
Take us away, George. What are you feeling? What do you think?
This is going to be a great game. This has all the hallmarks of a good game. Philly are coming off a couple of solid wins
Two top tier
Against-
quarterbacks.
against lesser opponents. Buffalo have not looked good the last few weeks. They definitely
No.
didn't look good last week against the Browns.
So they look good against the Patriots.
Yeah,
Second half they
and,
did.
and again in the second half, the first half they looked very, very, very ordinary. Patriots jumped them really quick. It was 21-0, I think.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
So, and Allen got injured and came back against the Browns. I think it was a foot or an ankle
Yeah.
or something like that.
Rolled up on.
So that'll hopefully it hinders him a little bit. We've got a few big ins this week.
Carter.
too. Carter's in.
Yep.
Lane Johnson's in.
Oh, Lane Johnson's
Two
playing.
massive ins.
Did the right guard get suspended
Oh, I didn't see.
for his ejection?
I didn't see.
Did-
Steen.
It'd be cheating if you didn't. 'Cause
Well,
That's the rule.
It's up to the NFL. It's not up to us.
Oh, I'm saying the same with the Chiefs. It'd be cheating.
So we've got a lot of good players coming. That's two very, very effective players coming back.
Do you know what I think's going to happen in this game?
I
I actually think the Eagles are going to win this.
I've
I think the
I've got
Bills
a
are
s-
flirting with playing poorly the last month,
got a
and-
sneaky. Yeah, they haven't looked great the last month.
and they're not a very good run defense. So the
Yeah.
Eagles are going to try, and that's what the Eagles want to do. So if they can establish the run,
No, they will. We will be trying to establish
yeah,
the run.
and I think the Bills defense isn't that great.
I think the Bills defense is just going to sell out to stop the run.
I hope so, and then they could get hurt by that.
Yeah.
But literally, no pun intended, they could get hurt by that.
Yeah, well,
That's your quarterback. He's Jalen
we've,
Hurts.
last couple of weeks we've seen some new wrinkles and some new things being installed in the offense. A lot of under center stuff, a lot of 13 personnel, a lot of play action stuff. So I'm interested to see how that goes against a better opponent.
In fair, Josh Allen was full participant this week. He didn't miss a training, so
Yeah,
No,
like,
that's-
he's going to play.
he looks like he's
I,
fine.
I think the report was that his ankle has gotten a lot better as the weeks progress.
Yeah, no doubt. No,
Yeah.
like whatever it takes, he's going to fucking play. Like,
Yeah.
they'll
I think
jab
it'll
him
be
like
a good game.
whatever.
I just think the Eagles are going to get him. I just have a feeling they're going to get him.
I think defensively, we're good enough to counter whatever they can do.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm not guaranteeing a win, but they're only like Vegas has only got them like 1.5 point favorites, which is
Oh, as a home game, it's pretty even.
as a home game.
It's
That's
basically an even run.
basically
Yeah.
even.
Yeah, I think this will be a good game. I think Eagles will just get him because I think the Bills defense
It'll be
is very
a
suspect.
close. It'll be a close game. It'll be a very muddy, ugly game. It won't be pretty at all. And it's going to take. I think it's going to take Josh Allen's fucking absolute best to beat us. That's what I truly believe.
I think so too, and he hasn't really shown it a
Well,
lot this year. I want it to come out.
He's
But he
done
hasn't shown it every
he's
week.
done it in patches.
Yeah.
And he did it against the Patriots, and you guys have been shitting on him all year. So, yeah, I'm interested to see how it goes.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like the Eagles haven't
Shitting on the
played.
Patriots. Where we have. I have.
You both have been shitting on him all
Fucking
year.
soft schedule mode.
I feel like the
Why are you
Eagles
shaking your
haven't.
head, Scott?
Oh, you just pick and choose when you.
No, I've said you two. I've said you two.
Yeah. Yeah. Go on.
I don't understand.
I don't get it either.
I don't understand.
What are you upset about?
What-
No,
I
no,
don't know.
you're just picking and choosing when you want to like
What am I picking and choosing? I'm not picking anything. I'm saying you two.
Yeah.
I'm not picking anything.
I'm so
I've literally
confused.
picked nothing.
No, you just pick and choose when you want to like just remember stats and remember who said what.
What the fuck are you? Did you have a fucking stroke out there while you
No,
were
I
taking a
don't-
piss, bro? What are you?
No,
talking
like
about?
because like the Colts are the best team in the league, and then you've just dropped off them real quick.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but like you
Their
called.
their two best players in the secondary are injured. Their fucking starting quarterback
No, like,
has a broken leg and a torn
you called the
Achilles.
Patriots start of the year, and then you just never forgotten. Just that's what I'm just mean.
Yeah, and now the Patriots. He said that we think they were shit, and the Bills took care of them last week. So are they shit, or are the Bills good? That's what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were taking a jab that like you just like kept going with the. Oh,
He was
Well,
literally.
English is my second language. What the fuck?
I,
are you
no, I thought you were just like
talking
taking like the. Oh, you guys said the Patriots are good, and they weren't good, and I said they were good.
That's very funny. All right,
about? Is he all right? Or?
Scotty, who's winning? We're about to get gonged.
I think I can't see Philly stopping the Josh Allen and Cook run and give me the Bills at home. I think it's the last regular season game at the stadium too.
It is.
It is.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
is, yeah.
It is. Yes.
So, I
New stadium
think-
next year, right next door.
Yeah, so I think that
Last game in stadium boost. Is that a
yeah,
thing?
that's I think because the teams are so evenly matched, that's basically gets me
And
over the line.
apparently it's going to be like snowing.
Makes no difference to both these teams.
Yeah,
No, they
like I
both-
agree, it doesn't,
yeah.
but it's still
They
cool.
both
I love
had
a
a
snow
play.
game.
Yeah,
I love a snow
yeah.
game.
All right, next game.
Just before we move on quickly,
Oh,
sorry.
What do you got, Big Dog?
Sorry. It feels like the Eagles haven't been playing in like 3 weeks because they disowned the Raiders and the Commanders in the last 2 weeks. I feel like
No, they were big wins, man.
big wins.
Season-defining wins.
But Tyler Steen only got a fine.
Okay.
No suspension.
no.
From an ejection.
No disciplinary
Oh,
apart from
right,
the fine.
okay. Yeah, right.
And Lockie's come in off the long run up as well and said there's a big out this week. Jalen Hurts is out as quarterback, but it's a big in because he's playing at fullback.
Feels like a cheap shot.
No. That's fine.
He's
Just-
been having shots at us, all of us, through the.
that's fine, Lockie.
So-
No problem at all. But just keep that same energy after we win the game.
Oh,
Because when I roll up on Tuesday night and say that you guys got beaten by a fullback, don't get upset.
I'm going to say it.
That's okay. It's fine. No problem.
No, I'm going to say I got beaten by fullback.
Because we keep receipts around here. I'm the receipt master around here. Don't
You
worry
actually
about
are. It's scary for a guy who can't get into a Google Drive. The receipt you're able to
that.
keep.
It's all up here, baby.
Yeah, because he's got them all in a manila folder at home. He writes them down.
Black book. He's like, JA said
In my
this.
note, I've got them in my notes in my phone.
It's like out of the castle, the Greek guy. He's
I know
like, mate, I've got all my receipts.
And then he's
Anyway.
got the ones that I won't remember and just puts them away on the side.
All right. Next game.
All right,
Birds.
next game's our big game of the week. It is Sunday night football.
Chicago Bears at the San Francisco 49ers. Who would have thought we'd get 2 11-4 teams playing off potentially for the 1 seed, depending on the last week? Bears have come off a pretty miraculous win last week where Caleb Williams just turned it on in that late fourth quarter and overtime.
Yep.
That touchdown he threw to in overtime to was it Moore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ Moore. Yep.
Unreal throw.
Yeah,
Like,
it was.
Just
It was a dot.
it was great coverage. It was just perfect. Like you couldn't have thrown any better on the run across the body. Like unreal throw.
Hey, say what you want about him. Kid's a baller, man.
Yeah, he's a baller.
No,
he's,
absolutely.
he's really proved himself this year. I saw a clip this week of a podcast. I don't really know who they were, but they were a big podcast talking about how he's still the worst quarterback, the second best quarterback taken in that draft behind Jaden Daniels. And I had a little chuckle to myself.
Jesus, what a terrible call.
Yeah,
Mm.
awful call.
Drake, like Mays heads and tails above Daniels, but whatever.
Yeah, May's probably the best quarterback out of that draft.
Look, to
No,
say
him
that Daniels
and-
is a bad player is wrong. He's a good player.
Is he-
But I'm just not sure that physically he's up to NFL standard.
Daniels.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm not saying he's a bad player, but he's clearly the third best quarterback in that draft.
maybe the fourth. I can't even remember who the other ones are.
McCarthy.
Dart?
No,
that
that
was-
was
Oh, no. That was sorry.
Yeah,
it's McCarthy.
no, McCarthy's definitely above him.
Yeah.
That's blasphemy.
He's definitely not.
All right, this game, I actually think the Niners at home. I think the Bears sold all their magic beans the last couple of weeks, and Niners are polished. I think they'll be able to build a lead, and I don't think that Caleb Williams will be able to do what he did to Green Bay to them. I think they're just too polished a team. I hope I'm wrong. I would love Chicago to win this. I would love for them to be a really good team, but I just think it's not quite there yet. And I think they're going to get found out a little bit by a more polished, veteran, better coached all-round team than the Bears.
I think that the Bears are set up to stop everyone running the ball. And if McCaffrey has one of his, 20 attempts for 60-yard games and they give Purdy the ball to try to win the game, this is a defense where you don't want to throw the ball that much.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I think if that all plays out, the Bears give themselves every chance to win. And I think McCaffrey's played, like his stats have looked better than how he's played. I think the long season is a bit taxing, and I think the Bears are just going to win this game.
Yeah, fair enough.
Funnily enough, I actually agree with Scott.
Hot.
Yeah, the Bears
I'm hard.
will definitely try and bottle up the run.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And make Purdy throw. And if you look at the stats that are up on the screen, they are first in total interceptions.
Mhm.
So yeah, they throw Purdy throwing the ball could be a recipe for disaster here, because as we all know, he's known for just the occasional duck.
Occasional.
He's good for about 4 a game.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Absolutely is.
Two of those could easily get picked off by this secondary. No problem.
Yeah.
And that'll be enough. That'll be the difference. The
Potentially.
turnover battle, whoever wins it is going to win this game.
Yeah, I feel like the Niners at home are a bit more polished. That's the only thing I think about.
Yeah. And Salah, it will be a head coach somewhere next year. I guarantee it.
Oh, I don't
think next year. I think
I
we'll
don't
do 2
think you'll want
years.
to.
You don't reckon?
Unless
There's a couple
like the
of-
good like
There's a
what
couple of juicy jobs coming up, man.
you won't want to go
What,
to the
the
Titans.
Titans?
Why would you want to do that?
You want me to go? What about the Ravens?
If that opens up, that'd be nice. But will they want to go a defensive guy?
No, I don't think
I
so.
think
They
wanna
have to go
I think
offensive.
they'll want to go.
Anyway,
offensive.
we don't need to.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I'm taking Niners. You took up the Bears. Last game of the week. What do we got, Tommy?
Our last game of the week. Sorry, I was just reading Lockie saying about he's keeping George's receipts.
Awesome.
Thanks, Lockie.
We got the Chargers at the Atlanta Falcons.
No, Rams.
Sorry, Rams. The other LA team. The St. Louis Rams will win by 50.
I don't know about 50, but they
St.
should
Louis
win comfortably.
Rams.
Throwback.
Todd Gurley's out there just running the ball.
But both teams, if both teams are in a dome, which is this game's in a dome, I'm taking Stafford 10 times out of 10.
I'm taking Rams. They're just bloodbath. Scotty, what do you think?
No, the Falcons are pretty good. This game could be a close game coming down to the last possession.
What a character.
And it could go coin flip either way.
He's actually being an idiot tonight.
I love it.
I just want to put it out there. He's actually being a goose.
I'm all for it.
I don't know what's wrong. What's in that drink, bro? Is that ayahuasca in that drink? What the fuck's in
I don't think it's that drink.
Yeah, you
Like
might be
there's
right.
there's some recovery going on.
You might
there,
be
Scotty.
right.
Nah, I don't need to say the Falcons are terrible.
No, say it.
The
Say
Falcons are fucking
it.
shit.
Thank you. We can't have an episode where you can't say it.
Nah, the Rams need to hold on to the slither of hope that everything goes their way for the number 1 seed.
Yeah,
and
mate,
they will fucking destroy the Falcons.
And fresh off I don't want to say bad loss, but internally they'd probably think that they had that game stitched up. So internally they would think that
In
that's a bad
terms of
loss.
losses, it's one of the worst losses you can get because it cost them the division.
Yeah. So
And they were up and all the things. It's cost them. You got the 2 games that they should have won this year. Seattle when they were up 2 scores. Eagles when they were up 3 scores?
no,
27-10 was it?
wasn't that much. No, I don't
Yeah,
think
it was.
I don't think it was that much.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It was
it was.
27-10 at halftime.
Tommy can look it up for us.
Yeah.
if he likes.
Yeah, and there are 2 games that they should have just
I think it was
closed out
week-
and
I
lost,
think it was
and
week
they
2 or week 3.
and
Yeah.
they cost themselves, and that's cost them the 1 seed in the division. They're now going to have to be a wild card team.
In fairness, Seattle, it came down to a missed field goal.
Yeah, no, look.
So you flip both games.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, but I'm saying that loss last week is about as detrimental as you can have
Yes.
a loss for your season.
Yeah,
They
at
went
this
from
point.
being rolling home as the 1 seed to holy shit, we have to win out and hope teams
Yeah.
lose.
So the Panthers loss is probably the worst one.
They got up
Panthers-
26-7 on the Eagles.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. There you go.
Fuck, it was
Yep.
worse.
Yeah. There you go. Yep.
So I mean, like that's a bad loss, and they
Yeah.
completely
They
like
came off two blocked field goals.
yeah, and then they completely like changed their whole style in the second half. Played soft on
Conservative.
defense.
Yep.
Played conservative on offense. They should have just put the foot down and destroyed them, and that's
Yep.
cost them twice now.
Go
So-
Birds, baby.
Go Birds, baby. And that's it. I think Rams will win this game comfortably, but all said and done. If you said 3 weeks ago that the Rams are relying on other teams to win their division, I think people would have been like, you fucking crazy.
Mm.
And then it's a Panthers loss, Seattle loss, bang. They're done.
Yeah.
Like they're done. They're not going to win the division. They're not going to be the 1 seed. Is Seattle
it
going to
seems
lose out?
unlikely.
Seattle and the Niners. So the Niners have to lose this week. Then
Bears.
Seattle have to lose this week to Carolina. Then Seattle have to lose next week to the 49ers, and they've got to win out. Which the Rams will probably
I think
win
the
out.
Rams would prefer Seattle to win.
To be the 1 seed.
I think so because I think Seattle have a worse conference record.
Yeah. And then we'll have Panthers or Bucks versus Rams or Niners.
Whoever is that 4 seed is basically a bye for the 5 seed.
Oh, they're going to annihilate them. Anyway. All right. I'm taking Rams. Everyone's taking Rams?
Yeah, man.
Scotty, you taking Rams?
Falcons.
Obviously, my bad.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to our sponsors, Sporting Globe, Churnside Park. Love you guys down there. Get in there, have a feed, download the app, get to the sponsorship information, change it to the Vault Studio NFL podcast, and spend away. It all goes towards helping us improve the studio.
Absolutely.
And make sure you tune into all our socials, not Twitter. Sorry, that's the only one we don't care about. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Get on YouTube. Can you subscribe to us on YouTube? Even if you don't watch YouTube, but everyone has YouTube. Go on, hit subscribe.
Yep.
Bash the bell, as Scotty would call it.
It helps us. It helps us a lot. Please do.
Give us
If you're an
give-
audio listener, just subscribe anyway. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, please do it. It actually really helps. And also, if you listen on Spotify, follow us on Spotify too. It all helps.
Give us a rating as well.
Yeah,
5 stars
rating.
goes a long way.
Yeah,
Or 1 star, however you're feeling.
1 star does not help us, but that's okay.
Please don't. Lockie's instantly going to do a 1 star now. I can already tell it's not a school night for Lachlan.
Sorry, just before we go, I just want to shout out some boys who are doing some great work on the NFL front as well. You mentioned them a couple of weeks ago, the Snap Count Society.
The boys.
They've actually got an event coming up on Monday at the Kingston in Richmond. It's their fantasy football final, but it's just a breakfast for NFL. They go there, watch the game, and they're hosting it. So
Yeah,
Nice.
if you
Get
like
around 'em.
football and you're in the area, there's some good lads. I've been listening to some of their stuff. So
Cool.
They're
I
actually
like it.
they're actually ripper lads. We need to do something together in the off season.
Man, hey, collaboration.
100%. Dude. They are. There's not many people I actually want to collaborate with. They are fucking ripper dudes.
Let's
So
do it.
Get
I'm
down to their
excited.
event. Have a breakfast beer.
Any of them Philly fans?
No.
One's a Bengal. One's a
no, they're all good
Steeler.
blokes.
But yeah, Tommy, better response.
Tommy off the long run up.
Tommy,
Thanks.
Sorry, George.
Podcast Tuesday night. We'll be out late Tuesday, Wednesday morning. First thing, tune in. Peace out, everybody.